Imagine this. Grade 10 student. Always been a great student. Now starts to disengage in class. They begin to fall away. Attention drifts. They don't like it.
It's too difficult, too easy, too distracting, too much pressure.
For now, forget the reason. Let's examine the result. Statistically, that student will begin to have lower marks. It may be hard to stay in the same class next year. They'll have more trouble getting the grades to enter the next level of training or get into that post-secondary.
And even though they may be smart enough to get ahead, they begin to get stuck behind.
They may be full of incredible potential, but the system starts to overlook their promise. So what's the solution?
Well, that's the beautiful part.
No matter which side of the path you're on, the answer remains the same. Dig in today. Pick up speed now.
No one else's permission but yours is needed. You are in control of your own engagement. I know PhDs who failed high school.
The world is full of millionaires the traditional system left behind.
Stephen Hawking wasted countless hours at university before finding his focus.
I can recommend theoretical physics as a career for a disabled person.
Mark Wahlberg was once going down a bad path before turning things around. Here's what happened. They didn't let disengagement win. They fought back to get on track. They found that thing that would excite them, focus their attention, motivate them in the future. They found a way. It changed everything.
When you do come across failure, which you absolutely will, you must get something out of it. And every time you fail and you learn from that failure, that's one step up the ladder to success. You might have to fail 20 times just to succeed once, but that's just how it goes. No one succeeds the first time.
And having this skill, and it really is a skill, having this skill to turn your failures and incompetences into a positive force, into actions that make you strong and build you up. It can take years of effort before you can do it properly, but it will completely transform your life.
You might have just missed out on a scholarship, or you might even have to retake the year. But you can be absolutely certain that you'll come back with vengeance, with more determination in your eyes than you ever knew you had. You'll blow those exams out of the water. You'll storm past your friends and classmates. You'll take leadership in all the group work you're involved with. You'll be the person that everyone looks up to. The person that, if they had to pick one person in the entire class who they thought would be successful in the future, it would be you. Because these are your failures, and you learn not to be disappointed with failure. You understand it and use it to your advantage.
Imagine every failure you endure, and you don't see it as a failure. You see it as another challenge that can be used to your advantage, to make you smarter, stronger, faster. Because we're built for struggle as human beings. We're built to challenge the world. Like Jordan Peterson said, people have extracted unbelievable successes out of catastrophic failures. And I'm not saying that in a naive way. I know perfectly well what happens to people. You're doing fine in life, and then you get cancer. And then 6 months later, you're dead. And all the heroism in the world isn't going to save you at that point. But that's not the point. Life is full of obstacles, and heartache, and failure, and catastrophic losses in all shapes and sizes. But that doesn't mean you don't go out there and take life by the horns. We're getting too soft as a culture, and that's what happens when we get 100 years of prosperity. Things become easier, and that's a great thing. It means we become more educated. Our universities use technology to teach us more efficiently. More is known about our subject field. But these technological advances also breed procrastination. It's never been so easy to get distracted. We have screens everywhere. Our phones, our laptops, tablets, the TV, video consoles, which is bad enough as it is. But that, combined with a culture that is getting too soft, that doesn't know the meaning of discipline and work ethic, it leads to even more serious procrastination issues on a huge scale. Once you're focused with the task on hand, you won't even think about getting distracted. It's being able to fight procrastination and refine your discipline to get the best education possible. Just start. That's the hardest part. Just start. Get in the zone of studying. Turn your notifications off. Turn your TV off. Lock your door. Put your headphones on and settle in for a few hours of studying.
So the next time you're facing a decision where you want instant gratification and you forget about the long-term goal and you forget about the dreams you have, that's when it's time to get excited. You need to pump yourself up. You need to remember the reason why you're doing it. You need to close your eyes and see where you're going to be in 10 or 20 years' time. You need to smell it, hear it, and feel it within you, exactly how it will be if you decide to push your work back and procrastinate. And if you decide to stay focused and stay disciplined and get the work done. It's on you. No one else can make that decision for you. Burn that long-term dream into your mind. Think about it, talk about it, write about it, stick post-it notes around your room about it, but most importantly, do something about it.
There's one thing motivational channels never tell you. It's something they all avoid saying, even though it can be the most motivational 2 words you'll ever hear. They all avoid saying it. It's these 2 words. You can't. Because let me tell you, when someone tells me that I can't do something, when someone doesn't believe in me or looks down on me or sees me as weak and powerless, I don't care who it is. My parents, my friends, my professors at university, society, it doesn't matter. When I'm told you can't, I'll prove you wrong. When you try to drag me down, I'll bounce back twice as strong with more focus, more discipline, more determination than ever before. Because you chose the wrong person to mess with. Because a lot of people would be discouraged and intimidated and fall back when they're told they can't do something. Most people are like that, and that's fine. It's normal to feel that way. It's normal to feel discouraged when the people around you are dragging you down. But that's not me. I turn that negative energy into obsession. I study 3 hours more every day. I stay focused like a laser. Procrastination doesn't stand a chance when I'm in obsession mode. And it's the negative comments, the people saying you can't, that fuels this obsession to become stronger and stronger. I can study 12 hours a day. It's easy. I go to the gym in the morning, study for 4 hours, eat, study for 4 hours, eat, study for 4 hours, then sleep. It becomes a routine, a set of daily habits that I carry out religiously, and I love every minute of it. The studying, which I once struggled with, has become an obsession that I love. I look forward to it every morning. I love learning about the world around me. I love the satisfaction at the end of the day after studying for 12 hours. I love the sense of accomplishment. I love the feeling of my grades increasing from C's to B's to A's. I love when my friends ask me what grade I got, and I love the shock on their faces when I tell them. Studying for exams, something that I used to struggle with on a daily basis. The struggle with focus and the struggle with procrastination. The struggle with constant distractions. It's now so much easier. And I have my haters to thank for that. When they told me I can't, they fueled me. They gave me the energy to power through, to love what I'm studying, to study at a level which I thought was impossible just a year ago. My haters made it possible. The people around me trying to drag me down helped me. And for that, I'll be forever grateful.
Everything. Imagine a student who began to disengage at a critical time in their life.
Imagine how that could have held them back.
Until they decided it wouldn't.
Work out more often. Earn more money. Stop procrastinating. This drive to be better is part of being who we are. Self-improvement is not just possible, it's powerful. Yet studies tell us only 8% of people will actually reach their goals. 8%. So we have these dreams, but for most people, they simply remain as dreams. So how can you be part of the 8%? Margaret Mead puts it perfectly. What people do and what they say they do are entirely different things. Most people can't make it happen. I love this quote by Maya Angelou. If you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your attitude. She puts personal change so clearly, makes it so accessible. If it's easy to make a change in your life, then do it. But if you can't make the change, if it's harder than simply making the decision, if you've tried to reach this goal before and failed, perhaps what's needed is a change of attitude, a change of mindset. You see, this is the hard part about change. If it's easy, we just do it. But if it's hard, that's where we fall short. So our goals are never the easy things. We've already done those. Our goals focus on what's hard. Confucius wrote, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." Don't stop. The change you're looking for is inside. What everyone else can see will come later. 8% reach their goals. Be in that group.